Hello and welcome to today's video. We'll be looking at addition of fractions. Addition of fractions. So we will be adding fractions today. Addition of fractions. So I'll be looking at adding fractions. So let us say we are given a fraction 1 over 2 plus 1 over 3. Your teacher tells you to add two fractions. I'll explain what fractions are in another video, perhaps that I'll upload later on. But for now, just know that a fraction consists of two numbers, a numerator and a denominator. This is numerator, the bottom number is always your denominator. Numerator, denominator. So when we add fractions, I'm gonna show you in a minute. First, you start off by drawing sort of this line there, and then you get your lowest common multiple of 2 and 3 of your denominators. So to get the lowest common multiple, if the numbers are not the same or if the denominators are not the same, all we do is just multiply 2 and 3. That will give us our lowest common multiple, which of course 2 times 3 gives us 6. And on top, what we do is we get a different color. We'll just cross multiply. We'll multiply 3 by 1, and then we'll also multiply 1 by 2, like that. So on top of the equal sign, on top of this division sign, on the other side, the numerator will be 1 times 3 plus 1 times 2. Another way of getting that, of course, would be saying how many times does 2 go into 6? Of course the answer will be 3. So we would say 3 times the numerator of 2. Same story with 3. How many times does 3 go into 6? Of course the answer will be 2. So we would say 2 multiplied by the numerator of 3, which is what we have here. And then our final answer will be 1 plus 3 plus 2, or 2 times 3, which is 6. That gives us 5 over 6 as our final answer. So adding a fraction where the numerators are the same, we do that. Now let's look at another example. So this, let's say this was example 1. Example 2, let's look at a different fraction. Maybe we can, let's do one more. Just one more. Okay, let's say 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4. Okay, same story. We look at the denominators of the fractions and we multiply the denominators to get the lowest common multiple. The lowest common multiple is just a number in which these two numbers can go without leaving a remainder. So to get the lowest common multiple of 3 and 4, we just write them down as product of their prime factors like this. 4 2 times 2 times 1. So the LCM lowest common multiple will be 1 times 2 times 2 times 3. What I did here, it's just I took all the factors of all the prime factors of all the numbers, and I listed them down and multiplied them to give us the lowest common multiple. In other words, a number in which both 3 and 4 can go without leaving a remainder. So that number is 1 times 2 gives us 2, 2 times 2 gives us 4, and then 4 times 3 gives us 12. So that number is 12. So right there we put 12. 3. Of course, all this could have been just simplified by saying 3 times 4 is 12. Which is what we have there. Remember what we did earlier on there? If the numerators are the same, we would say how many times does 3 go into 12? That will be 4. So 4 times the numerator of 3. How many times does 4 go into 12? That is 3 times. So 3 times the numerator of 4. So there we'll have 1 times 4, 1 times 4, 1 times 4, plus the sign we carried as it is, plus 1 times 3, which gives us 1 times 4 is 4, plus 1 times 3 is 3 over 12. So there we go. Now we're just about to finish. 4 plus 3, that is 7 over 12. 7 over 12 is our final answer. If you look at 7 over 12, 7 over 12 is a proper fraction, and 5 over 6 is also a proper fraction. So this is actually pretty good. Nicely done. So we just do this. This was example 2. Let's do example 3. Something a bit different this time. Something different. So let's say that will be 1 over 2 plus 3 over 2. So in this case, the denominators are the same, but the numerators are different. Same story. Draw a line there. Since the denominators are the same, so we could say the lowest common multiple is 2, because 2 can go into 2 without leaving a remainder. So 2, the lowest common multiple of 2 is a product of its prime factor. 1 times 2. So LCM of 2, CM of 2 is equal to 1 times 2, which is equals to 2. Okay, so there we have it, 2. Alright, same story. How many times does 2 go into 2? 1 time. So times 1. How many times does 2 go into 2? 1. So times 1. So we'll have 1 times 1 plus 3 times 1. That gives us 1 plus 3 over 2, which gives us 1 plus 3, that is 4 over 2, which gives us 4 over 2. 2 is 1, 2 is 2, so that gives us 2 over 1, which simplifies to 2. So so it simplifies to 2. Wow, that's very nice actually. So 2 is the number. Simplified version of example 3. Let's do another one of the same type. Example 4. Let me do example 4. So this one, okay, we'll do another. Okay, let's do a different type of example. So this one will, everything will be different. So let's say 1 over 2 plus 3 over 4. Numerators are not the same. The denominators, as you can see, are not the same. So what do we do? 2 and 4, what is the lowest common multiple between 2 and 4? Of course, 4 is the lowest common multiple because both 2 and 4 can go into 4 without leaving a remainder. Just quick show. LCM of 2 and 4. 2 and 4. 1 times 2 as product of its prime factor. 4. 1 times 2 times 2. So LCM is equals to 1 times 2 times 2, which gives us 4. That's what we have there. So 2 goes in there. How many times? Would say how many times does 2 go into 4? That is 2 times. So times 2. How many times does 4 go into 4? That is 1 times 1. So we will have we will have 1 times 2 plus 3 times 1. That gives us 1 times 2 gives us 2, and 3 times 1 gives us 3 all over 4. So we can see we have an improper fraction. Sum of 2 and 3 gives us 4. So if sum of 2 and 3 gives us 4, 5 over 4, we can't just leave it like that. We need to simplify. Cannot have a big head over a small body. So an improper fraction. So how many times does 4 go into 5? It goes in 1 times. Done. What is the remainder? 5 minus 4. The remainder is 1 over 4. If we want to go back there, we would say 1 times 4, that is 4 plus 1 would give us 5 over 4. Alright, stop there. Another example which is slightly different from this one, because in this case the denominators are what? They are denominate in this case. The denominator, one of the denominators can actually go in, one denominator can actually go into. Okay, in this case, the lowest common multiple is the same as the denominator. Okay, I'm running out of time, so just have 1 minute. Let's say example 5. That will be 1 over 3 plus 2 over 4. Okay, so I'll just do this one quick. 2 times 3 times, that's 12. So that will become that's 12 over times 3. No, 4 in the 3. 3 in the times 4 times 3. 1 times 3 plus 1. 2 times 3. 1 times 4 gives us 4 plus 6 over 12. Okay, amount of time, 4 plus 6, that's 10 over 12. Let's look at 3 goes in 12 4 times. That's 4. Okay, 4 goes in 12 3 times 2, that is 2. That is 6. So 6 gives us that. So we will stop here for today. So thanks for watching. Hope you come back for video okay, part 2 of this video. So I'll explain some rules in there. So thank you for watching. It was really nice. Bye bye.